Where do you look for inspiration? Like, it really could be anything, like from movies, music, TV shows. Like, how do you
Uh,
find inspiration?
Mostly just real life. Like I think that's the best inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Travel for sure. Like I think traveling is super important for my inspiration. Like we're all products of our environment, so I like to submerge myself in different environments, different communities, different shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you soak up that energy and bleed it into the work as well. Like like I was just in Korea, just making some work out there just to see what I made,
Mm-hmm.
and made some beautiful pieces. But it's like, since we're all products of our environment, we're products of everything we ingest, all the energy we absorb, we put that out as well.
Yo, 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 it's your boy Hakeem, and you are watching Our Generation Music. And today, man, I got a very, very rare interview for y'all. The one and only, my boy, Chito. What up, man?
It's good.
How you, brother?
I'm good. We in here.
We in here. We're currently in Los Angeles right now. At actually Nicky Diamond's old house. He just got a new spot, and appreciate you for having us here, Nicky. It's an amazing house, man. Definitely something that I want to get one day. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, it's ours for today, so.
It's definitely ours for today. Hey, Nicky, you might throw a crazy party here tonight. You might just, get a little call like, "Hey, Nicky, I know you moved out, but we got a little party going on. What's going on over there?"
Pull up.
Pull up. He might pull up.
Yeah.
Chito, you're somebody I've been watching for a long time and been very curious about, your story, your art. I recently just bought a print from you. And we've been talking in DMs about, doing this, and I'm glad we're finally here. I want to take it back to your early days. You started doing graffiti at local skate parks. And I just want to know, like, what skateboarding kind of means to you, because I grew up skateboarding and everything, myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when I moved to Vegas, like, there wasn't really shit to do. It's Sin City, so it's like all the shit's for the adults. It's like gambling, like strip clubs, all that shit. So as a kid, it was just hella like desert and like shopping centers and shit. But pretty much every day after school, we would just go to the skate park and just go kick it. I didn't even skate before I moved there, but I just like being there and kicking it and being outside. So I was never even that filthy at skating. I was more took on the filmer role. I was more just filming, documenting and shit.
Yeah.
Making little montages and stuff. But I'm more so just like being outside. And then that's like just being at the skate park and shit. Like, of course, that's like where it first started like fucking around, just young shit, you know. But then also that's where I learned about graffiti too.
Was it someone you seen graffitiing themselves, or like one day you just decided to bring a paint can to the skate park?
No, it was full Antoine, who even gave me my name too back in the days. But I remember he was hitting up one time on the bench, and I was like, oh shit, that's kind of hard. And then that made me want to like start hitting up and stuff too, because he would always be there. He was an older cat, but I would always see him because he'd always be there too. So it's like then you chop it up. He started teaching me how to tag and shit. I was like, oh, okay, this is sick. Like,
nice.
I
So
want to keep doing it.
after seeing that and just being curious about it, like, did you go home and like, start looking up like other graffiti artists and, people like that to kind of really hone in on just like a new passion?
Yeah, I mean, I was always an artist before, so I was always like drawing and stuff. So, but of course, like once I started figuring out about all the graffiti shit, then I was like, oh, okay, like start doing letters, start like trying to draw my own shit.
Yeah. You, even speaking on letters, like you said in an interview with Complex that, early on you were drawing the S a lot, and I feel like that did numbers in middle school.
That's classic. That's like everyone remembers the graffiti S.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's like that probably was like my first like graffiti is like trying to draw that S.
Getting it perfect too.
Yeah, that's just like the 3 lines on top, 3 lines on bottom, then all the diagonal lines.
Yeah,
That's a Cuddy code. Cuddy, everyone remembers that.
yeah. And just like all the homies doing it and just kind of like showing off, like, yo, I did it the best. Like, look at my S. Like,
Yeah.
but you also said with that too, you never want to let your like inner child die. Like, why is that so important for you to not want to have your inner child die?
Because you gotta stay young, you gotta keep it fun, keep it lit, you know? It's like, I feel like this society, it kills you. It kills a lot of people. It kills a lot of people's like passions and like what they really want to be doing because they're so focused on the bullshit that we're born into. No one chose to play this game.
For sure.
But they're like, hey, you got to play this game. Like, you want to go outside? $20, $60, $100.
Shit, it's like 300 now.
Yeah, exactly, 300. Like, oh, you want to go to the beach? Yeah. Nah, that shit's not free either.
Not free. It's crazy. I was just explaining to someone recently too. Like, I'm like, yo, every time I step out, that shit is literally $300. Like, as soon as my foot hit the door, just like my bank account says negative $3.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but that's just how they built it, you know.
Yeah. Do you remember the first piece of art you ever sold?
Yeah, it was the first canvas I did, really, or one of the first ones. It was like this dog, and it is a dog on all fours, and he had his tongue out. And then in the background, I did like, it was kind of like some like hippie shit almost, like swirled orange, like going in an outward spiral to the outer edges of the painting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like one of my first pieces I sold. Or it might have not even been a sell. It might have been a trade, low-key. Because it was just to a friend of a friend. Because I just was like, oh, I made this. I forget even where I posted it. It might have been even pre-IG. And then fucking this fool wanted to copy it. I was like, okay, sick. I don't even remember what it was for, honestly. It was probably like for dirt.
Yeah. Ain't for dirt no more.
Yeah, he got the first one. He still got it too. I seen him a couple of years back. He's like, "Oh, I still got that." I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
That's a great thing to have in your possession, man. And then after Vegas, you moved to Seattle. Talk a bit about just that transition going to Vegas to Seattle and how that helped you as an artist.
Well, I mean, I was from Seattle originally, so it was just a little stint in Vegas that I did. But it was in like those like preteen years, so it was like a very developmental to be living in Vegas during those years.
Yeah.
But I was glad I moved back when I did, because a lot of my friends just ended up fucking off and just like, going down like different types of paths. But yeah, going back to Seattle was good because out there, it's like, especially with the graffiti shit, it's like it's very deep rooted and there's a lot of history there that I wasn't even aware of when I was living there before. But I always remember when I was young, like seeing it but not really understanding it. But like driving on the viaduct and like seeing fools had spots on rooftops and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that shit's hard, but like I didn't really understand it fully. So then once I started and then went back, then that's where I started to like get more of an understanding of it. Like, oh, okay, like this is actually like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Seattle it breeds like different types of fools out there. Like a lot of heavy hitters came out of there, like especially in the graph shit.
Yeah. That's facts. How long do you feel like it took you to like master your style? If you had a moment where you're like, oh, this is me, this is Chito. I
mean, it's still a work in progress, really. It's like I'm still experimenting, doing different styles. I still feel like it's early. I still feel like I'm barely scratching the surface, because really it's like what I've put out so far is it goes a lot deeper than that, really.
Yeah.
But my stamps and like my main iconography, it all came together pretty quick, honestly. like the finesse pup, the lookout pup, like my main shit. Like all it takes is a sketch, you know. I do a sketch hella quick, so it's like.
Definitely. How did you get to the, the ethos of your brand is a finesse pup, right? Like, how did you get to the point of creating that? Like, were you watching something, or it just naturally came out? Like, how did that come about?
Well, I mean, it wasn't even to be a brand. It was just my art at first. I was just drawing. First, it was a tiger. I was drawing a tiger at first, but then I fucked with dogs. I always drew dogs ever since I was a kid. So then once I drew the tiger, then I just like morphed it, put it into a dog, put the bone in his mouth, and then finesse pup was born.
And the finesse pup has been everywhere.
Yeah, all around the world.
It's crazy, man. Also, too, like, I feel like with art, right? Do you ever have any moment of feeling like tired of drawing like the same thing or anything like that?
I always switch it up. I always draw different shit. Like, I got hella different shit, so I don't really get tired of it. Like, the stamp is the stamp.
Yeah.
So it's like, the finesse pup, it's like, I like drawing it. It's like, it's almost therapeutic, because it's like, my approach to it is having it be the least amount of lines as possible. So it's like, I'm always trying to get the flow down, simplify it. Like, really, the finesse pup is probably less than 30 lines. But it's like,
Gotcha.
You think about when you're writing a sentence, like how many lines you do. It's like, I could whip them out just hella quick.
Yeah. It's almost like muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's why I say it's always a work in progress, is because it's just like, that muscle memory, like, as much as I get it down, it also morphs and evolves too and grows. So it's like the finesse pup, he has many different forms. Like, from the first one into where it's at now, it's just like, he hit hella evolutions over time.
How did you go about creating new characters? Because you have introduced a bunch of new characters.
Yeah, mostly just through my life experience and just like the different characters I'd be meeting on the road and seeing on the road. Like, I think that there's a lot of characters all around us,
Yeah.
There's the dogs, there's the hyenas, the ladies, there's the clowns, we laugh at them. There's the wolves, there's a bunch of shit, there's characters everywhere you go, the NPCs, like, hella shit.
I love that, man. And it's like, you keep growing, you keep traveling, you keep going through new experiences, and it just creates all these new characters for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very much like, I'm hella grateful for my life and happy to be living. So it's like, I'll just soak it all in, try to soak everything in, every experience, every interaction, every meeting, like, just try and enjoy it and remember it.
Yeah.
Because the memories, that's all we got, really.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. Yo, so like, there are gonna be people here that don't know too much about art, and they're gonna, be curious and hearing. Like, I think one of the most important things, as an artist, right, is your medium, right? Like, how do you, what's your medium? How do you explain it to people?
I mean, my primary medium was the airbrush, and that's still like my main medium. But I mean, and in the beginning, I was like, I don't even want to use a spray can in the studio, because spray can, that's for the street, that's for outside, and in the studio, I don't want it to be graffiti. Like, I don't look at my fine art practice as graffiti, because it's like, I'm doing characters, not letters.
Got you.
It's work on canvas, not on brick. I'm using a different type of tool, the airbrush, which is a very tedious tool with a lot of equipment and a lot of maintenance. So it's just like, I used to have strict rules on myself in my practice, but now these days I stopped giving a fuck, and I'm more like, oh, okay, I want to use all mediums. I don't want to limit myself. I want freedom with this shit. I want complete freedom. So start fucking with the oil, start fucking with watercolors, like probably start fucking with charcoal, like all just everything, you know.
Even like not putting limits on yourself. Do you have like a favorite one, if you could say?
I mean, I like airbrush. Airbrush is sick. I hella
Mm-hmm.
like the airbrush, but yeah, I'm starting to like watercolor a lot.
Okay, gotcha.
Watercolor sick.
What do you like about watercolor?
I just like how liquid it is. It's hella wet, you know. It's hella drippy. It's like that shit. You just go crazy with it, and that shit just looks sick. You literally just like put hella water out and just
Mm-hmm.
like put a couple drops of watercolor in it, and it looks hella crazy. Like,
Yeah.
so I have fun with that. But oh, and then like clay and sculpture and stuff like that. I'm trying to chisel some marble, you know, take it back to
Okay.
the olden times, like chisel that shit out, looking on some Greek shit, you know,
That's fire, man. Yeah,
traditional methods.
yeah, that's fire. Yeah, that I'm excited to see some, more of your work and all the ways you've grown. Because I feel like even now, like getting that new print that I got from you was like fucking crazy. Like,
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad
yo,
you fuck with the work.
like when I took it to the frame shop, the nigga was looking at it like, yo, what's what's going on here? Like
Oh,
this,
you tripping?
he was tripping like,
That's
yo, this
good.
is crazy because it's like I feel like like as a print, it's like there's so much details in it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot going on in the print.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about my work. It's like as simple as my line work may be, like I always try to incorporate a lot of detail too.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that's a part of the formula, you know. It's
Yeah.
like simpler the better, but also make sure that you incorporate hella detail within that simplicity.
definitely. Yo, I seen this. Cause recently posted this picture, and it was like one of his oldest tags from like I don't know the date, but it was a very old tag, and it was on a train, and over time, you just see it kind of deteriorate, gets character, and this and that, and you can.
Oh yeah, like the paint faded almost all the way
Yeah,
away.
yeah. Do you remember like your oldest tags, and have you gone back to some of those spots and just kind of take it in?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about paint is like everything fades over time, you know. So, but I mean one of my oldest ones is probably in the tunnels of Vegas or at Centennial Skate Park on top. Like I think the cuttiest one I did was maybe like with a little whiteout. They have like some shade coverings there, and on top of the pole that supports the shade, I hit a little whiteout tag. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it might be.
Yeah, I think that's sick. It's kind of like him going on. He was sitting on top of it, and it's just like, yo, this is from like years ago, like, and it's still here, and it's like that's like a part of history. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the scripture. It's like back in the days when fools used to hit up inside of caves and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we're still doing it.
yeah, no, that's fact. You also said before that your work is just kind of impulse and like a natural reaction, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there ever any thought that kind of goes into you working on a piece? Like, do you envision something before, or it's just kind of like it just comes out?
For sure. I think like I definitely like think a lot. I might even be an overthinker a lot of the time. Like my mind's always racing. But when I'm making art, it just depends on the piece, you know. If it's a blank canvas, I'll just, to me, like feel like cut myself open and just fucking like bleed all the shit on the canvas. But then it's like other situations where it's like maybe I'm painting like a luggage or like some designer shit where it's like I only have one shot. It's like I do think about it and plot on it because I'm like, if I fuck this up, like the piece is dusted, and then it's just like I'm like fuck. So I try to always hit it in one shot.
Gotcha. Yeah, because you painting on very expensive suitcases, and you're the trendsetter for that. The Rimowa suitcases is a hot thing. Like everybody wants one. You know what I mean? Did you ever have a moment you fucked one of those up, or just like fucked a crazy ass piece up, or anything like that? You're like, oh shit, man, I fucked that up.
I mean,
Or do you even look at it like as a fuck up necessarily?
yeah, one of my favorite quotes is Miles Davis, I think, or it's like one of the old like jazz fools. But it's like, even if you fuck up on a key, it doesn't matter the key you fucked up on, but it's the next key that you play that determines if it's a fuck up or not. So even times where I fucked up, I always saved it. So it's like, to answer your question, no, I've always executed and it's always came out. So yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because it's also like you're seeing something. It also oftentimes can help you see something new and take it to like a new direction. Like, oh, that's a little, it's a little off right there. It's like, oh, but if I do this right here, that'll kind of balance out. And then now, boom, you got a new iteration of some, you know,
Yeah,
piece
for
of your
sure.
work.
Some of the filthiest shit comes off of mistakes or shit that you didn't go according to plan.
Yeah.
But a majority of the time, nothing goes according to plan. So it's just, that's why it's good to be versatile and be able to pivot.
Literally, them bars right there. That's life quotes.
Yeah, you got it.
The moment you think you got this set plan of something, it's like, it's not gonna happen like that, buddy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work out like that. I mean, you gotta roll with the punches, and you gotta be great at pivoting. You know, especially in the world we live in. You know.
For sure, shit could change just like that. Shit changes real quick.
Well, also speaking about the world, man, your work is literally all over the world. I want to know like how you go about where you choose to like tag on a spot and, you know, share your art. Like, is it something you're just walking by and you're just looking like, yo, this is a perfect, you know, canvas is a perfect place for me to work? Or just like, I've always kind of wanted to do something here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just depends. And a huge part of it is just like actually like being outside and really like seeing where you're at and knowing where you're at, you know? Because this world in these cities, it's like there's so much fucking gray, like beige, like hella ugly. Like, I'm like, this shit could be dripped out. Like, might as well drip it out. So if it's a good spot where it's like I like landmark spots where it's like that shit's gonna be like, you're gonna stay there for hella long and, and the texture's hopefully thick on the wall and they let it rock. Like, that's my favorite kind of spot.
Yeah.
Like, work smarter, not harder type shit. Fools feel like they gotta like kill everything, but it's like I'll pull up, I'll hit like 2 or 3 spots that like are gonna run for years, and like I'll be happy.
Definitely. You know, the thing is too, it's like feeding is illegal, right? But it's like you go to a lot of places in cities and it's like so embedded into the city. Like I drive around LA and there's just so much good graffiti.
Yeah.
You know, and I think of LA, I think of all the good graffiti here, and it's just
sure.
like I really want to see us get to a point where it's just like completely look at it as art, you know, as a society, not like this is some like terrible thing. Like it's like this is dumb. Like this makes the city so much brighter.
Yeah, it's vibrant, you know.
Yeah. It's
like you think somewhere like New York, it's like that shit adds so much character. That's a huge part of why people love New York.
Exactly.
Because it's like it's still grimy, it got the history. Like you could literally see the history of the paint fading on the wall. It's like, oh, that shit been there for like 20 years.
On
like,
the bricks.
Yeah, it's like that shit. And even out here too, it's like this, everyone knows all the murals out here, all the graffiti out here. Like, I would hope people could embrace the paint on the wall, but I see the other perspective too. It's like people be like, oh, you fucked my shit up, but so I get it, you know.
Yeah. Can you imagine New York without graffiti? Like, I don't even.
It'd be hella stale.
It'd be
like,
so stale.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be like, everyone loved it, or I loved it.
Yeah, no, I do. Like, it's amazing. It's extremely beautiful. So like, even to bring it back, right? Like, your older homies, they would rock a lot of Arteric, Stone Island, and Filson growing up. And once you started getting your hands on it, you started painting on these things.
Yeah.
Like, what are the challenges with really painting on clothes?
Just different types of materials. Like, it was a lot of trial and error, especially in the beginning, because it's like painting on cotton t-shirts compared to painting on like some wool or some silk or even some like cashmere. The paint bonds to the fabric differently and requires different setup. And it's like, or for something like a Archie, where it's like that shit's made to like repel liquid. It's made to repel water, repel the rain. It's like it's a whole different process to get the paint to actually stick to it. It's like even my first archi I did, like a lot of it started like crackling off and stuff because I didn't even know what I was doing. But that trial and error, it's like any craft. You just learn as you go.
Yeah. Is there something like material wise where you kind of like stick to, or like when you're like, I know I'm gonna have a good and easy time with this. Like, is there one that's just like, all right, like this right here, I know the ins and outs, and this is gonna be super easy. You know, like the damn near the cheat code one.
I mean, at this point, it's like I could paint on anything. I know how to paint on pretty much anything. But I think the stainless steel is super easy, or the aluminum is super easy. Like the metals is like so simple because it's just like straight one coat. Hella simple. So yeah.
Yeah, and then like even when you do the Ramoas, like the dope detail about it too is like you're painting on it, but you're also engraving it. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is so sick. Like how long did it take you to get to that point with doing both? Like did the first Ramoas kind of just have the paint, or they just always was paint and the engraving?
Well, the first one I did, I engraved it so that the paint would stick better to it.
Gotcha.
But upon doing that, then I understood like how that shows like the reflection in it. It creates a reflection within the surface of it. So then I started incorporating it into the iterations after that. So probably by like the third one, then I was like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna start engraving them. That way they got a little like bust back, they shine, you know, kind of like your hat. Like it has like a little
bling
bit
bling
of
baby.
Yeah, we like shiny shit, you know.
Yeah,
like
God.
Little flashy shit.
Yo, is it crazy Lil Wayne came up with the phrase bling bling?
That is crazy. Yeah.
Like
Full cutty linguists out here. It's good.
Yo, we just got a lot of the classic Wayne albums on streaming, so I'm happy.
Yo, yeah, he's a legend for sure.
He's a legend, man. Back to, you collaborated with Alliance, one of the first to collaborate with them, and it was around COVID. What was that like in the process with that? Because COVID was a nightmare just getting stuff done.
Yeah, that shit, it was good. That was like a full circle moment for me, really, because I came up out the archi lifestyle fully. So for them to actually recognize and reach out and give credit where it's due, it's like it was sick because we pushed their shit for a long, long time. So to be the first artist to collaborate with them for their higher end line, it's like shit. It was an honor, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Wow. And we made some sick shit, and also only a few. So it was very true to my practice too. Like they pretty much, they're just like, yeah, do what you want. I was like, okay, that's how I like to do it.
Yeah. So collaborating for you is like, if once they give you like, hey, Chito, we trust you, do your thing, like that's the best for you.
Yeah, that's how I like to work, because I feel like any collaboration, both parties should be true to what they want to do, you know? So it's like when an artist gets involved or you're coming to work with the artist, I think that just let the artist be the artist and go crazy.
Micromanaging is a terrible thing.
Yeah, I hate that. Supposed to be trying to like put up little boxes and like dumb shit down, but it's just like, nah, let's press the gas down all the way and just fucking ride this shit.
Yeah, I don't like micromanaging. If we hire you to do something or we're working together, like I don't want to think extra hard, and you shouldn't think extra hard. You know what I mean? Let's be intentional, but like for me to like over here like watching your every step is kind of crazy to me. Well, with all that being said too, it's like how do you go about vetting who you collaborate with? Because you've done a lot of collaborations, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but I want to know your process on just like who you choose to collaborate with.
It just depends. It's like some things have came like through an email, and some things have came just from personal relationships. I prefer when it comes from real life interaction and real life, like sometimes fools come to my shows and that's how it bubbles up, and they're able to like step into my world and get a feel for it and start to understand it. But it's all case by case. It just depends. But the most important thing to me is that I actually like it and I actually fuck with it, and that it also makes sense.
Yeah.
It gotta make sense, because if it don't make sense, it's not really worth doing.
Yeah.
No matter what amount of money is attached to it, it's like I take my work seriously, so it's like if it don't make sense, it don't make sense.
Love that. I'm sure it's like, you know, where you're at in your career, it's like you're getting these emails and there's this crazy number next to it, you know what I mean? And niggas, a lot of times people don't, you know, realize like there are people in this world that niggas don't move off of that. Like,
Yeah, you don't got to. Fuck money. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, you know, this shit's is deeper than that. That shit's just paper.
Yeah.
Like,
literally. Paper-wise, though, how do you go about doing commissions for people also? Like, as an artist, like, is it the same kind of process where you kind of like, you got to kind of fuck with niggas to like even want to do a commission?
yeah, everyone got to get vetted. The vetting process is important. I don't want no fucking foo-foo ass fools rocking my shit. I don't want no fucking snitches or pussies rocking my shit. So the vetting process is important. But yeah, it's just off of personal relationships, really. It's like I want my homies rocking my shit more than anyone.
I also seen you said that in an interview. It's like you're not really looking for any outside validation. It's kind of like I like it, my homies like it, and we're good, you know?
That's what it's all off of, you know? And that's why I commend the homies and for always supporting me and being like, oh yeah, like keep going, because shit, that's a lot of what kept me going, you know, my friends and my family. It's like, and I still do it for them.
It's I think as a creative, it's very important to have that mentality and build your tribe, you know? Like, these are my guys, these are the only opinions that matter, if opinions matter at all to you, you know what I mean? Like, but this, I'll do it for them, and, you know, they not jacking it, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, yeah. Actually, you're right, that was kind of lame.
No, but it's good to have, like, be able to be honest like that, get that critique, because it's like, from anyone else, I don't give a fuck. Like, those could say whatever the fuck they want, but it's like the fools who I actually respect and got love for, it's like when they be honest with me. I love when they, like, be hella real with me and tell me some shit, like, oh, maybe, you know, it's like, give me a different perspective.
Yeah, very important. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Like, yeah, it's like, all right, got you. Love, brother, love.
Yeah.
Drinks on me.
Yeah,
we was drinking some Modelo's before this. We drank some warm ones, then we went to some cold ones. We turned the fridge on, Nicky Diamonds. Yo, the big moment for you culturally was you collaborated with Supreme in 2018. It was a big moment. Talk about that and just like what it meant for you, you know?
I mean, that shit, I didn't really realize the gravity of it at the time, just because I wasn't really on Supreme like that. I was more just like Polo, hella, just especially in that era. So it's just like
low head shit.
Yeah, I was more on that. But then fucking when they hit me up, then that's when I like started like looking into it, and I'm like, okay, there's actually a lot of history here, and it's like, oh, okay, they actually did do a lot of sick shit. So upon looking into it, looking at the history and stuff, like I fucked with it, and then that was my first real opportunity like that too. So I was like, fuck it, I'll try it, and we did it, and yeah, I'm proud of everything we did. Cause
went crazy,
y'all did
shit. Y'all did a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, because I always wanted to make a rain jacket like that too. So it's just like, yeah, that shit. That's some of my favorite pieces for sure.
Yeah, no, man. And then you had another big moment with the Supreme when Kai Cenat wore one of your jackets, which is damn near archive at this point. Like, it's old, so it's like he wore it on Jimmy Fallon, you know, and, you know, he's one of the biggest, most famous, influential people right now. He was on Time Magazine, like, you know, talk about that moment, because, you know, you reposted that and you shared that on your page and everything.
Yeah, new gen shit. It's like, we the new gen, you know, even streaming and all that, that's all new shit. So it's just like, I fuck with it, because, I mean, He was rocking the shit before too, G shit. So it's like clearly he fucks with the finesse pup. So yeah, it was cool to see that because it's like I never thought that shit would be on there. I never.
Yeah.
So shouts out to him. Shouts out to Kai.
Jimmy Fallon, one of the most like I think Jimmy Fallon's funny in my opinion. Like he has dad jokes to me. He's funny as hell to me. But that's a big moment. That's a big stage. It's like amplified like two different people. Kai having a new gen and Jimmy Fallon having the old gen and just having your work there. Like that's huge, man. And you walking in, so you see the back of the even the picture you post like. Finesse Pup's on TV, man.
Yeah, that's the finesse. Finesse life, finesse the world.
Oh, God, man. And also, too, collaboration-wise, another big moment was when you collabed with Matthew Williams. At the time was the creative director of Da Vinci.
Yeah.
What was that like collabing with a big fashion house, And what did you kind of learn from that, too?
Yeah, it was eye-opening for sure to see how all that works. It's just like me making my art in my studio piece by piece. It's just me, but seeing everything that goes into it, all the different departments, jewelry, silk, denim, accessories, leather, everything. It's just like definitely learned a lot, because there's hella people a part of that operation, so it's like seeing it from my perspective as just a one-person operation to where it's like fucking hella stuff going
like 30,
on.
40
it's just
people,
like,
yeah.
It made me realize like, oh, I got to go way harder. In order to make all these different types of items, fragrance, leather, backpacks, jewelry, tech, everything is just like, I just got to go harder.
Yeah.
So, but it was good motivation for sure. And it was fun. It was super fun because it's like.
Did you get to work on it with him, like where the house is, or you guys kind of did it remote? Like.
No, I had the studio in there. We did some shit remote, but it's like I had the studio. I was just like, okay, paint some shit, send it up. Fools be like, oh, okay. It was sick. It was sick.
No, that's fire, man. Love that. And, the resell on stuff is, it's crazy, man. Like, trying to get those pieces down, it's definitely crazy.
Archive shit, archive pieces.
For sure, man.
Rare shit, rare drip.
For sure. How do you feel like, as an artist, like, you can evolve your style, and, like, how have you personally evolved your style, you would say?
I'd say just letting go of a lot of boundaries that I maybe had before. It's like before I would be hella more like, as I explained with the airbrush earlier, it's like I was like, okay, airbrush, like only airbrush. Or even with the polo, it's like I'd be like, polo, like I need everything polo. But then letting go of a lot of those like
rules,
limitations, and like trying to like have a lane or be in a lane is more just more freedom. I think freedom is important. Freedom helps you evolve your style because shit, we're free. Might as well embrace it.
100%. Yeah, I love that. Also too, like there's always, conversation always around this, but in your opinion, like what's the difference between, graffiti and fine arts?
Yeah, graffiti's in the street. Graffiti is you gotta be active in it because if you're not, it's obvious. But that's what's fucked up about like the internet these days. It gives like a skewed perception.
Yeah.
Fine art, I would say is similar in a way too, because it's like it can also give a skewed perception. I think that fine art is in the gallery, graffiti's in the street. That's probably the simplest way to put it. But that perception and that the way people portray themselves. It's like people will be like, oh, like my life's hella good. They post all the good shit, but really it's like it really feels hella sad.
It's kind of crazy, yeah, because we're at that point now. It's like, if you're not posting, what are you doing? Like, you know.
But that's what's fucked up. I don't fuck with that hella too, because it's like something like before all this like internet shit. You know, a lot of artists, they would be making work for months or even years, working on a painting for 2 to 5 years, like one painting,
for sure,
to do an exhibition and show it in the gallery. Or even musicians too. It's like, you know, they work on their albums for hella long, like making masterpieces back in the days. But these days, it's like you could work on something for years, and it's like the life cycle of it is only 24 hours where it was posted.
Yep.
And then it's boom, down the river, already forgotten. And this is like shit that was putting their soul in, their blood, sweat, and tears in. But it's like for it to only last that long, it's just like, damn, like there's a lot of great work being made that is easily forgotten because of maybe they're not the most popping ones on IG, which is fucked up, because it's like really that shit shouldn't determine what the life cycle of art or great art being recognized.
Yeah, popularity has invaded art.
It's hella annoying. I'm like, why is this shit? But this is just a change of the times, you know?
Yeah. Do you feel like with all that understanding, that's maybe reason why you've succeeded, because you kind of see both sides to things in a sense?
I mean, I'm aware of it, but I let my work speak for itself.
Yeah.
That's how I use that shit. I just post my work for the most part, and yeah, I just take it how you take it. You know, I like to leave it open to full interpretation. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Yeah. Maybe it's not for you, and that's fine.
My favorite thing before this, when we were talking, is just, you know, taking away from you, is just like everyone plays the game how they play the game. You know what I mean? And I think figuring that out is very important, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like make your next move your best move, as they say.
Facts.
So always lead with your best effort and try to make your best work.
100%.
Put it all in it.
Yeah. Where do you look for inspiration? Like, it really could be anything, like from movies, music, TV shows. Like, how do you find inspiration?
Mostly just real life. Like, I think that's the best inspiration. Travel, for sure. Like, I think traveling is super important for my inspiration. Like, we're all products of our environment, so I like to submerge myself in different environments, different communities, different shit. You know, you soak up that energy and bleed it into the work as well. Like I was just in Korea, just making some work out there just to see what I made, and made some beautiful pieces. But it's like, since we're all products of our environment, we're products of everything we ingest, all the energy we absorb, we put that out as well. So it's like, even the music you listen to when you're in the studio, like, to me, I feel like that shit, it has an impact on the work that I make. Like,
music.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that shit, like, the funny thing about that too is, like, even the music that I listen to, it's like these very same artists are the ones that also gravitate towards my work too. So it's kind of, it's weird how that shit works out, but it also reminds me that how deep this shit is and how deep life is. It's like, I don't know, crazy shit. Yeah.
No, I definitely can see that. You know, pop culture wise, and just like the way you're tapped in. Like, we've been here for a couple hours now, like bumping music off this shit, and even seeing us, that me and you kind of have a lot of similar tastes in music, and just little music conversations. Like, yeah, that's one of the ones, and this and that. Like, I love that. I love it also. You know, like, to your point, like, it brings a sense of real community. You know what I mean? Like, you on this, I'm on this. This is a vibe. Like, even you playing me an artist earlier on that, and I'm like, oh, this is dope, this and that. And you're like, oh yeah, I sent the Filthy. You know what I mean? Like, making that community in that world, like, yo, this is something I fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's a part of the progression of art. It's like I appreciate all of the good shit, you know, good food, good art, good music. So I don't want to hoard it. I want to share it. Same thing I do with my own art. You know, I hate like the gatekeeper ass fools that be like, oh, like, no, we don't want it. It's like, shit, it's out here for everyone to enjoy. So that's why even with the artists I put you on, it's just like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's like,
You should
it's
check
good
this out.
music. It's good shit. Like, we should slap that shit for sure.
Yeah, definitely, man. You music-wise, you did a good job of tying it, you know, with a collaboration, right? Kotodama, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Kotodama, you did a collab with them.
Yeah.
They're a speaker company. They make beautiful speakers.
Hardest speaker out.
You know, when it plays music, it'll, you know, write out the lyrics. And you did a collaboration with them. You had the pop up in Japan for it too.
Yeah.
Talk about that and just being able to bring two things that you love together into one product.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, Kododama, their speaker, that shit is just off seeing it. I ain't never seen a speaker like that. And it's like having the lyrics on there, because a lot of this music that I listen to is like, it can be abstract, you know, like Young Thug or fucking Lil Kid or you know, Hard Rock, Highway, whoever. It's like they get really abstract with the way that they speak. And from the outside looking in, especially if you don't listen to this type of music, you just be like, oh, this is just mumble rap. This is just jibber jabber. But it's like, that's why I love the speaker so much, is because then you can actually see that these fools are actually saying real
some shit for sure.
Especially for like the homies that maybe English isn't their first language, like then they see the shit and they're like, oh, like I seen fools literally sit there and I had that shit on and just like staring at that shit for like 30 minutes, just like reading all the lyrics and be like, be tripping out. They'd be like, damn, I didn't realize these fools are going through that much pain. Like,
facts. Then niggas just said that. It's funny you said, like, for me, music is so important to me because it taught me how to speak English. I always proper English at that. You know, I wouldn't be able to speak how I speak. I still have a Mayad accent, you know, like completely. But music helped me speak proper English, you know, and it'll always have my heart. It's one of my favorite things in this world to have gotten to experience, and you know. So
yeah, I love music. Music is one of the enjoyable things in life for sure.
Yeah. Well, you also got to, you know, speaking on Highway, you got to do Highway's cover art for his project.
Shout out Highway, 206 shit, Seattle shit.
Dig what I'm saying?
Shout out Bass. You know what it is.
Yeah, man. And also Camila Cabello. You got to do some work on her cover art too. Talk about, you know, that process of working with a musician and helping bringing the cover art to life, because oftentimes, like for me too, it's like a lot of times the cover art is speaking before you even hear the music, for real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'll talk. I mean, like how they say, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, but that's why I appreciate when musicians actually have that attention to detail. Because a lot of times it's just, you know, fools just put it in the label's hands or their camp's hands to sort it out. But when the artist is actually a part of that process and actually giving their 2 cents on like, oh, okay, maybe we could have it like this, or this is the vibe I'm trying to go for, this is what I'm trying to convey. Like, I feel like that's like important, because I respect true artistry. And as a musician, of course, a lot of it is like audio just coming in your ears, but there is that visual part of it that's super important as well. So yeah, I like doing it, and like I said before, it just has to make sense.
Yeah. You've had a lot of big artists too wear your clothes, from Drake to ASAP Rocky. I know there was a story of just Rocky getting your piece from you meeting him at a party, and it was like a sample at a time, and gave it, and a week or two later, like, he was rocking it. Got a great fit off with that too, you know. Talk about, like, you know, getting, you know, your clothes on people like of that stature that can, you know, ultimately help change the trajectory of your career.
Yeah, I think With Rocky, I mean, he stuck to his word and he said, hey, I'm going to do it justice, and he did it justice. So I fuck with when fools are keep it real and they fucking like aren't just capping with their shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he said he's going to do it. He said he's going to rock it. He rocked it. It was like sick.
Yeah.
As far as like other fools that be rocking my shit, I mean, usually it's just either they hit me up to get some shit or fools come to the show and they cop some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially back then too, every piece was just one piece.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all the pieces from back then, it's just like, that's all just one-to-one archive, rare shit. Because I was just approaching each piece like as a canvas, as art.
That's fire, man. Y'all walking around with good Chito art on your body, man.
Actual art, real life art.
Yeah. You've been expanding your brand a lot, your clothes, obviously Chito home products, etc., collaborations. Like, what do you feel like is the end goal for, Chito and the brand and just building a brand?
Shit. I mean, I'm gonna run it all the way up. I gotta go Yoji level.
Mm-hmm.
For real, I'm gonna do this shit for the rest of my life. So this is my only option. So this is what I'm gonna keep doing, keep creating, keep expanding, making different type of shit. Hopefully I can make a whip or a jet one day or a spaceship. Just wanna make the craziest shit I can make.
I love that.
Make a hotel, make a cafe, all that, rugs, shoes, gauntlet, everything.
Yeah, I love that. Can you imagine a Cheeto spaceship?
Yeah, that shit gonna be hard as fuck, for sure.
That'd be tough. I just seen Gayle King and them. They was in space and Katy Perry. Imagine if you had done that. That'd have been crazy.
Yeah, see, they could have had that designer spaceship, but if it was, whatever, stay basic if you want to.
You ain't tapped in, man. You ain't tapped in. Speaking on big artists, too, that, really tapped in with your work, coming up to shows and everything. Frank Ocean pulled up to one of your shows in Seattle. Did you know he was going to come? And, how did you guys meet? How did this relationship with you and Frank Ocean come about?
Yeah, I mean, that fool just pulled up. I didn't even know that fool was in Seattle. I was surprised. I was like, what the fuck? What is this fool even doing here? I just looked to my right, and this fool was just there. I was like, oh, it's good. I love when the homies come out to the show, so him being able to, see all the art, especially that one was a group show, so it was, a lot of the homies' art in it, too. So I was glad he could see, some of the real shit and what I consider to be some of the best shit and the good shit. So, but yeah, it was cool. And the way we met, it was the same way. He came to our group show in Tokyo too with another one of the homies, and yeah, he's a true artist and he supports real art. He was on my shit. He was on my shit way before anyone, low key.
Frank Ocean was one of the first people.
He's been tapped in for a long, long time. So, yeah, shout out to Frank.
Yeah, did he buy stuff from you early on too?
He got pieces for sure. You see him rocking the shit. He got the shit.
That's fire, man. Shout out Frank, man. Yo, also too, in a digital world, how do you feel about the use of modern devices? You got an iPad or tablet now to draw, or just even AI. What is your viewpoint on all these things, that people are using to create art?
I prefer to draw with pen and paper, or paint and paper, or paint and canvas.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I am doing anything digitally, then import it into the digital. But I don't really like drawing on the iPad that much or anything like that, or I know how to use Photoshop and all that shit, but I don't really like to make art on that. I prefer just traditional methods, paint on paper, painting on the canvas, spray on wall, all that type of shit.
How do you feel about AI art?
I mean, that shit is changing the game for sure. It's definitely changing the game. I think it's another tool. It just depends how you use the tool.
Gotcha.
At the end of the day, if it's like being a director, pretty much. It's
What
like
you mean by that?
you can direct the movie, you can coordinate the movie and say how the movie should be, and you may make a good movie. But when it comes to art, to me, I think it's important that your hand is in it, your actual motion is in it, because otherwise it's just code. And what is code? That's just like a algorithm or like some type of programming, you know?
Yeah.
And not knocking it, whatever. It's like everyone got their own process. It's like a hammer. It just depends. You could build a house with a hammer. You could bash someone with a hammer. You could do whatever. But it's how you use it.
So how do you feel about like great artists like having assistants and stuff like that then?
I think that's just a part of enterprising, really. It's like I'm aware of a lot of these big artists, like they be, you know, getting interns or like they have a staff of like 100 people or like however many people they need to help them make their art. And the way I look at it is, you know, you can go far by yourself, but you definitely will go further with a team. At the end of the day, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Now I try to make the most of it, and I have even more fun when I'm doing it alongside people that share the vision as well. And sometimes we can knock out even more shit. I personally don't have any assistants. I like making all my work myself, but at some point, I'm sure I'll probably have some assistants, or it's like, you know, I don't need to spend all the time taping off the plastic on the rimwa or putting the papers up and down or cleaning the airbrush, because it's like that. Sometimes I spend more time doing that than I'm spending actually making the art. So I understand like the role of assistants and stuff. And
Yeah.
oh, and when it comes to making the art too, like fabrication of artwork, like metalworking, for example. Like I was never a welder or metal worker, but when I was making the barbed wire pieces, you know, I went to the metal workers in Mexico into their studio, and they were teaching me. I had the concept and the idea. I'm like, oh, okay, this is how I want it. I want to have the barbed wire make a whole fabric, make a whole canvas pretty much. And really I was explaining it to them, but then they were the ones actually executing, welding it together, because I don't know how to weld. I didn't learn how to weld ever, so. It's good to fuck with people that are already masters at what they do. Yeah. You don't got to know everything, but you could go tap in and you could solve the problem or execute what you're trying to execute a lot faster if you go fuck with the people that have the knowledge.
Sure. At a certain point, you got to grow and realize collaboration is key.
Yeah, collaboration is good.
Yeah.
You can't do everything.
And you're not supposed to do everything by yourself. Like, we got to get back to realizing, like, help is okay, and working with people and collaborating is key, because at the end of the day, we all have a goal, and, like, what's the best way to get this, you know, goal done, you know?
Yeah, and it's okay to ask for help. I think a lot of people, like, have trouble asking for help, but it's okay. Yeah. You don't know everything. Like, it's all good. Just ask for help.
This is the fun part right here, my boy. How do you know when to raise your price?
The price? Shit. I mean, the price is the price. It just depends on the piece. It's all case by case, but usually, for me personally, I usually base it on size. I think like size is important, scale, because it's obvious. It's like if a little ass piece like that compared to a 6 by 6 feet or fucking even bigger piece is obviously going to be a lot more work to be doing. So
yeah,
I think size is important. The medium I think is important as well. When you're working with some of these precious metals, like you're working with 24K versus painting on clothes is very different, you know? Yeah. So it's like obviously the the precious metal is gonna be hella more expensive. But even aside from jewelry, like really, it's like the materials you use in your art too. Like some of these oil paints, they have actual minerals grounded up into them. So it's like you kind of got to factor that into the piece too. Because if you're using high series, all the best shit, that value is inserted into the piece as well.
For sure.
Compared to just using some random little like hobby paint, you know, there's levels to it. That's like the ingredients you put into it, I guess.
Definitely. And then also too, like with having a lot of A-list or high caliber people buying your work, you know, from a Drake or Frank Ocean, Kaisa not even wearing collaboration, like that off. How do you measure that with changing your price? Or you don't even really think?
Yeah, I don't really assert that to my price. I never really did.
Got you.
I think like it's cool that they appreciate the art and fuck with the art, but it's not like I'm like they're coming and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tax this motherfucker. Like I give them the same price that I give my other clients too that aren't celebrities. It's just like it's all. I like to operate like that.
Got you. That's dope. I mean, that's good for me.
yeah, exactly. It's like it's not about that for me. As I said, fuck money. It's like this is my soul. I'm bleeding into this shit. Like it's a piece of me. So yeah.
I love that. Well, who's your favorite contemporary artists, and you know, what do you feel like you take from them and get to use in your own work?
Favorite artist right now? Shit, I mean, I think, man, there's a lot of sick ass fools that I came up on that I always grew up watching. Like Jesse Edwards, I think he's always been super influential. Andrew Barnes, another super talented oil painter. They have super good understanding of light and almost like Renaissance style paintings or like classic still life oil paintings, but they paint like the grimy shit, which I like. I like that juxtaposition of like the hella refined technique, but just like of like grimy real life shit. So that's a couple, and then Satan Lokes, he's like, I think he's another master of that shit too. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of artists I like, a lot of good art I like. Yeah. But I mean, that's like 3 of my favorites right there.
Yeah, love that. And this should be self-explanatory, but like I'm sure some people might watch this and wonder why your face is covered. Like, can you tell them like why? Like, yo, I can't really show my face like that.
I mean, it's got to be masked up, you know. Fools be hating, fools be fucking. You never know who's gonna be fucking. Hella shit be going on, hella crazy shit. So it's just like it's better for. You know, look at my work. Look at the finesse put. You know, I'll let the finesse put. That's my face.
That's your face. Well, my brother Chito, actually, I think we should talk about the A6 too, because this shoe, it's a big. What's the name? You did a pair of A6 a while back. What was the process like putting a shoe together? Because it's kind of different than everything else that you've done.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was a cool project, small run. I think it was like 48 pairs or something, so super small run. But yeah, shoes, it's a whole different medium, different game. Really, I'm trying to just do my own shoe from the ground up. I think that's really like where I want to take it. I want to go to every detail. Really want to just make some crazy ass shit. So, you know, throw me the keys. I'm a fucking
manufacturers in Japan, man. You know what to do. Next time my boy's out there, man, take him to the place.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, we usually do.
Soon.
Yeah. Well, we usually do this to close it out and everything. What is your message for our generation, Chito?
Hey, hey, fuck the world for real. Do what the fuck you want. Live the life you want. Design the life you want. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck fake. Stay true. Family over everything. Fuck friends. Yeah, that's how I think people should live.
Love, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.